Hello, beloved. Welcome to Project Alchemy, a mindful media and resource hub serving self-healers, generational curse breakers, and change makers as they unlearn toxicity and heal from past traumas. This is where we create resources, community, and healing. So come on in. Let's just kind of ground down right now as I'm shuffling the cards from the Inner Compass card deck to receive this message. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. And whenever you happen upon this video, hope the new year and the holidays are treating you well. So we're going to start out here with some collective messages. 2 cards have already come out. 1, small signs, and 2, back to nature. And I'm just shuffling for a 3rd card here so we can kind of ground down into receiving today's message of what you need to hear right now. So the end of the year can be a time where we look back on things, and depending on how things have gone throughout the year, there may be this heaviness surrounding the year, judgment and self-judgment that may be coming up. The should-have, would-haves, and could-haves of what you could have done and why you didn't do that. And I'm hearing to let that go because you did your best at the time with what you knew at the time. Okay? So the 3rd card just came out here for collective messages. So the first one, like I said, was small signs. And this card typically speaks of the universe sending you signs. So that could be synchronicities as well. Angel numbers may be showing up for you. Different animal totems may be showing up for you at this time. Things that you know to be of spiritual significance are showing up for you. So this is also speaking on maybe you've asked for a sign, you've asked to see a sign, and you're not seeing it yet, but maybe the universe has already shown you it, and for some reason you're not able to recognize that the signs are there. So it's asking you to be extra vigilant, to be extremely aware, and to know that the universe is there, right there with you, supporting you every single step of the way. Okay? And then the second card that came out, just intuitively here, is back to nature. So there may be some sort of call for you to re-engage or reconnect with a routine that has worked for you before, with aids that have worked with you before, coping skills, techniques that you know to be beneficial to you, in addition to getting out in nature, connecting with the earth, whether that be going to a park, near a pond, grounding or earthing, walking barefoot, doing a walking meditation outside, if the weather permits. And really, it's to get you out of your head, though, to get you back into your body, to remember that you are the universe as well, right? We are all made up of the same stardust, and we are of the stars. So it's to remind you that, essentially, as big as your issues may feel, especially at times, there is a whole universe out here, that is supporting you, that is loving you, that wants to connect with you. So that's something to take in here and remember as we're journeying through life. Okay, and then the last card was deep down. And again, intuitively, just picking up here, that there is a need, kind of like that going back to nature card, to connect with your intuition. So there may be some decision anxiety coming up, or uncertainty, fears, kind of this Eight of Swords energy that you have to go within right now. What the universe is asking you to reconnect with your inner core, with what is driving you underneath the surface. And maybe there's a need to review, especially with Mercury retrograde right now. There may be a need to review what is driving you. Are your motives in line with what it is that you really want? Are you aware of what you really want? Maybe this is a time to do a journaling exercise to make sure that what you're going after is in alignment with you. Kind of like doing this an audit of sorts, okay? So I'm going to stop shuffling right now, and then I'm going to read the actual messages that come with these cards, because they are always supportive, I found, and just a nice, gentle little nudge. So the first card was small signs, and it says, look carefully around you. There are small signs everywhere, showing you the way forward on your path. Open yourself to them with wide-eyed wonder, admiration, and curiosity. The universe never works against you, but always supports you, even when it does not always feel like that. Signals are presented to you all the time. Your intuition works as a compass to recognize them. Your intuitive mind can translate seemingly random events into useful information that is needed to base your next steps. Be present. Your intuition works best when you have a pure awareness, untroubled by past fears or future anxieties. If you do acknowledge, this principle, you will experience a deep connection with everything around you. Be open to even the tiniest of messages. They are there no matter what. The question is whether you see them or not. Okay? And then back to nature says, shamans believe that there is only one disease, and it's dis-ease as in dis-ease, not disease. Okay, so someone may be feeling a little anxious, uneasy right now. Anyways, going back to the message. Shamans believe that there is only one dis-ease, for which there is only one medicine. The disease is that you have become disconnected from yourself, from your body, heart, feelings, intuition, soul, and life's bigger picture. The medicine consists of repairing that connection. With that purpose in mind, this card shows up to point you in the direction of nature. Just go outdoors, preferably alone and surrounded by nothing but nature. In nature, everything has its own place and function without any effort, doubt, or hesitation. We can learn a lot from this. Let yourself be healed by the forces and wisdom you can find in nature. Experience what it does to you when you are there, fully present. Maybe there is something in particular that catches your attention, a tree, a flower, a leaf, or an insect. Make contact with it. Can you see how it once was a seed? The evolution that took place to become as it is now? It grows effortlessly and perfectly. It does not curse the rain or compare itself to its neighbor, nor is it afraid to die. It simply is. Do you know what the best thing is here? You too are part of this. You are nature. Take your place. Do not worry too much. Step out of your head, back into nature. Experience the reconnective and healing power. Let nature be your medicine. Okay, very beautiful message there. Okay, and then the last one was deep down, and it said deep down inside, you always know what you need. This is your intuitive knowledge. Often, however, the connection is not clear enough to make good use of it. Working with your intuition is all about making contact with that inner wisdom and trusting what the voice of intuition tells you. If you cannot discern that voice, the messy mind is creating too much noise. A calm mind, on the other hand, strengthens the access and repairs the connection you have with your intuitive body. Look at it like troubled water in a glass, which only becomes clear again when stillness allows the mud to sink. This card invites you to become still. Make contact with your inner voice. Both your body and your intuition are capable of sending you messages through feelings. These feelings tell you which way you should go. Only you know what's right for you, yet you often let your surroundings tell you where to go. You let fear of change or rejection stop you. When an ocean is calm and clear, you are able to look deep into the water, unmoved, deep down. You know what's right for you. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to go into our pick a card portion, and I'm going to shuffle here for y'all. So let's just take this time as I'm shuffling to take a deep breath in. Exhale, letting all this stress, anxiousness, let it all go. Allow yourself to be present in your body. Recognizing what all is coming up for you right now. What questions you have. Opening yourself up to receive the messages that you need to hear. Okay? So let's go ahead and move into your card selection. So just take some time. I'll give you a moment here to really connect with your intuition and choose for yourself which card, which message it is that you need to hear. Or you can feel free to watch all three messages if you feel that's necessary. And this is actually just one card. We're doing one card per group, okay? So with that, let's go ahead and get right into group number 1. All right, hello, beloved. Group number 1, hope you're doing well out there. So your card is many thanks. That is what came out for you. And so this speaks of a new cycle of gratitude that may be coming up for you, where maybe as the year's ending and new one's beginning, there's a lot of newness happening in your life. You're ending cycles and you're feeling grateful, or you may be having a hard time adjusting to these new cycles, and it kind of feels like the gratitude's getting lost in the shuffle of things. And so you are being urged to remember how far you've come, what all has transpired in maybe even in just a short amount of time, and to be proud of that, to be proud of the growth that you've made, all those that have come into contact with you, that have helped you, to be grateful. So maybe this group could do a gratitude exercise where you just journal and say everything that you are thankful for. Make a list, even the smallest of things. Okay, so let's move into the actual card message. Those were just the intuitive messages coming up there. Okay, so many thanks says, be grateful in and for this life. Gratitude is the most powerful emotion we know. Filled with positivity, this particular feeling immediately lights a smile on your face, making you feel more connected and complete. Gratitude stands for happiness, simplicity, understanding, and love. It helps you see the mirrors and lessons you did not ask for. On the other hand, should you moan or resist those feelings, you put the emphasis on what is not there. This causes you to live in a state of shortage, further activating a negative spiral of creation. In a state of gratefulness, you do not need such defensive shields. Open your heart instead and meander at a higher vibration. This state is essential for creating and receiving. A proactive stimulation of gratitude has a multiplying effect. It makes you see more and more things that to be grateful for. Excuse me. Every evening, write a list of all those things that made you feel happy and grateful that day. Through this practice, you will accelerate gratitude and receive a flow of abundance in return. And now, while this is probably a common recommendation nowadays with spirituality on the rise, there are some other ways too to do gratitude lists. There's, I believe, the Calm app in there. You can do daily check-ins and set that up for yourself. And this is not sponsored or anything. It's just something that I've done myself that has helped me, especially if it's hard to get into that habit of being in a constant state of gratitude or taking that time to actually form or create a list. So definitely think about doing that on, like I said, the Calm app. You can kind of do those little check-ins for yourself. And so with that, I hope this message has been helpful or supportive to you. We're going to move on to group number 2 now. But before then, if this message has been helpful to you, then feel free to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, check out the affiliates and support them to support us here in our channel. And if you are in need of any resources, beloved, then please go to our website and go to the resource library to figure out what all you need on your healing or unlearning journey. Okay? And so with that, thank you so much for being here, beloved. Namaste. Wishing you peace and blessings on your healing journey. Okay. Hello, group number 2. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well, especially as we're coming up on the year end at the time it is I'm recording this. Probably already year end and a new year by the time you receive it. So your card was Mirror. And just sharing intuitive messages here, Mirror typically speaks of being the energy that you want to receive. And understanding that what's coming up for you now, what you're seeing in other folks, may be a reflection, or that could be what's happening. You are a reflection for other people. And especially if you are on a journey of trying to set boundaries in your life, of trying to claim some independence here, and you're serving as a mirror, maybe for some habits that people don't want to face or confront or make amends with. And so you may be receiving some resistance right now. So what you need to hear is to be very mindful of how it is you're showing up and the people that are around you now. Because as they say, right, you are the sum of the 5 people you are around the most or see the most. Okay. So be conscious of the circle you are in, because they are mirrors for you, or their energy could bounce off and their energy could permeate, influence you. So be mindful of those that are around you now. Be mindful of how you are showing up, and take inventory of how other people are showing up for you. Is it a reflection of maybe the love, the support that you feel that you deserve? Are they matching that? Is there reciprocity there? Definitely review that, okay? So let's move into the actual message for this card. Okay, so mirror, it says, life is nothing but a mirror reflecting your inner world. We all know what it is like to have our buttons pushed. Be aware of the fact that your reaction says little about the trigger and more about yourself. Maybe you are suppressing certain feelings that chose this moment to come to the surface. Could it be that you still have a conflict within yourself that is now becoming known? By projecting your unconscious judgments onto others, you take away your own sense of responsibility and empowerment. What a waste. Every trigger offers the perfect opportunity to investigate what is still in your way. It is an illusion to seek the blame outside. The Mayans say in Lacek, sorry if I mispronounced that, anyone who knows that word, to greet each other, meaning I am another you. If you recognize this truth, then your world will become clear like a mirror, reflecting many insights and opportunities for growth. Okay, so yeah, I'm also picking up too, because there is a channel here on YouTube, Evolving Spiritually. Shout out to Evolving Spiritually, that has served as a guide for me. Okay, often they will say, I'm a reflection of you. And this can speak to even the negativity that we receive. What people are seeing in you or projecting onto you are things that maybe they are feeling unsettled with, that are them, that they have a hard time confronting. And so it's easier to just say, oh, this other person is being that way, right? So that could be coming up as well, especially because on this card there's a boomerang. So I'm kind of getting the energy, maybe group 2, to do some return to sender type of exercises. Others may really be projecting onto you at this time. There may be some sort of Neptune transit happening in your chart where folks are having a hard time understanding maybe what's going on with you, and so they're passing judgment. And this could even, the boomerang too, be resemblant of you giving some some self-judgment there because of what others are saying about you. Maybe you're doubting yourself, you're getting in your head, you're questioning, oh, well, maybe I am. And you know who you are, group 2. You know who you are. Don't allow the uncertainties, the uncomfortability of others, especially as it pertains to evolving and growing. Some people just don't want to do the work. So don't let that stop you from continuing on with your journey. Okay? So I hope that message has been helpful to you. If it has been, feel free to go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. And if you'd like, go ahead and check out the description box for links to support our affiliates, to support the channel here. And if you feel it is necessary to do so, check out our website to find resources for your healing journey. And with that, thank you so much for being here, beloved. Namaste. Wishing you peace and blessings on your healing journey. Okay, hello, group number 3. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well, especially as the year is coming to a close, the calendar year anyway. All right, so your card, you got Flow. And Flow is one of my favorite cards. There may be actually, this is just intuitive messages here. There may be a call for you to do a meditation focusing on the word flow. Kind of sitting in that energy. I'm thinking of the high vibrations of Neptune energy, of the spirituality, almost like Sagittarius, Pisces energy, more so Pisces, especially with the outline of a fish here on this card. and like the water scenery that we've got going on here on the card. But thinking of the word flow and how that resonates with you, how you can invite more flow into your life, what flow looks like. What would it look like if you just went with the flow throughout the day? Maybe you are an obsessive planner or over planner, overthinker, and there may be a call right now for you to kind of trust in what is happening, what's taking place, to kind of relinquish some control or to regain some footing here with what is your natural rhythm, what is your natural flow. So taking note of that, trying to observe that more, what works best for you versus, let's say, maybe there's a really strict schedule that someone else is trying to have you abide by. Okay, so let's go ahead and move into the actual message that comes with this card. It says, life is all about surrendering to the waves of existence. Can you simply be with that which is and go with the flow? Sometimes a wave crashes on you, and sometimes you manage to ride it. As long as you keep trusting that underneath it all, there is a current that might be exactly what you want, but that is always what you need. The most natural way of living, therefore, is by flowing along. From the state of non resistance, everything can happen smoothly and effortlessly. From the ego, however, there's often a strong desire to reach or to force something. This blocks the natural flow of life and reality. Every time you want to accomplish something by pure force of will, it is your ego that is pushing things, not your true soul's desire. This card invites you to look at the situation from your heart. If you have the courage to let go of control, life can unfold itself naturally. You will notice that life will flow, starts to flow. You receive what you need. You do not need to resist things that first appear negative to you. Be flexible and open. Things have their own way of working out. This is how life flows. Nothing and nobody is against you, only you, perhaps. Leave your false sense of control. Surrender yourself to the flow of life. Okay, so hope that these messages have been supportive to you and helpful in some way, especially for what you need to maybe be hearing right now. Maybe these are things that you already are getting a sense of, and this is just confirmation. So hopefully that is the case for you. Comment below if it is. And yeah, so that's going to close us out. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here, beloved. We're just so grateful for you and for your support. And if this message has been helpful or served you in some way, then feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video here with a friend. Okay, and if you feel called to, then check out also our affiliates linked in the description box to support the channel and to support us here to keep us going. And outside of that, if you also feel it's necessary and you are in need of resources, then go visit our website, also linked in the description box, to find the resources that you need for your healing journey. Okay? And so thank you. That is the end of this nice little video here. We hope to see you in the next one. Thank you, beloved. Namaste. Wishing you peace and blessings on your healing journey.